This is a giant thing. Because the more you say that, the more, how do we come to believe anything? We tell ourselves a story over and over again with enough certainty, with enough consistency, that pretty soon the brain goes, okay, that's what's true, and we don't even question anymore. It starts to control the way we think. It makes us look for brown, and we'll find beige and call it brown because we want to meet that belief. So this is truly critical. The second one is almost a subset of that, and that is when people are saying what got in their way, many people just said, it's me. And that is not true. Because if you say it's me, once again, you own it. It's going to be hard. You're not going to get rid of yourself. You're not going to change yourself. So it's not true. It's not you. It's a pattern. It might be a pattern of getting overwhelmed, or a pattern of stress, or a pattern of feeling sorry for yourself, or a pattern of worry. But once again, if you say it's me, you've made a generalization that will make it virtually impossible for you to make the change. And so I'm just looking at these patterns. And many of them, by the way, I got from the first days I was watching your videos. But I watched some of you towards the end, and it's like, okay, you're making progress forward, but you're using some language that makes it 10 times harder, okay? Third pattern that I noticed. A lot of stress around people saying, I gotta find my purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. Here's what you write down: free yourself, free myself from the illusion that I have one purpose. One gigantic, massive purpose that I have to make happen or my life is meaningless. I see a lot of people in their 20s, early 30s, and they're stressed out because I just haven't found my purpose, okay? I got so many purposes, it's ridiculous. The need to make it a giant purpose is the need to try to feel significant. As the years have gone by, in my early days, I had these long, giant mission statements, and you could put them on the wall, and they sounded so great. But after a while, I realized I need a phrase or two that just triggers me to be in the right state or do the right thing. And my basic purpose, my fundamental purpose, is to help. And that makes it simple. Somebody calls and they got cancer, somebody calls and they got a challenge, somebody calls, whatever it is, I want to help, whether it's a friend or it's a stranger or anybody else. That's my job. That's my purpose, is to help. Now, I can make it sound much more powerful. I passionately this and that. That's all true. But at its essence, it's to help. So instead of stressing out and saying, but I don't know my purpose, thinking this illusion that you have one purpose. One of the ways I plan my days is something called RPM, a technology that I developed years ago. It's how I can run so many companies. And its reason is I don't ask the question, what do I need to do first? That's not the question I ask. Because there's always more than I can possibly do. How many can relate there's more than you can do in a day of things you need to do, right? So years ago, I started to make those checklists, A, B, C priority, and then I never did them all. And then I felt terrible about myself. And I was like, this is not working. And I was like, what's wrong with this picture? Well, if you're constantly focusing on what to do, you're mistaking movement for achievement. Because you don't have to do everything to get results. Oftentimes, 20% of your actions produce 80% of the results, almost always. If you can focus on the things that make the most progress, you'll get what you need. You don't have to have everything done every single day, as long as you keep moving forward.